Hello and welcome to the Monday live stream. Long time no see, good to see you. Some events happened in my life over the previous weekend, so sorry for the longer break, but we are back again, and we are back again to first build the Shikigami application, and that's exactly what you are looking at. If you are new here, let me introduce you. So what is Shikigami? So Shikigami is an Agentic IDE. An Agentic IDE, that means that it combines two different worlds. One of them is the agentic coding world, where you can manage multiple sessions, multiple agent sessions. It can be Claude, it can be Codex, whatever. And there is also the classic IDE experience, and this is the editor area, so you can switch between them or even work at the same time on these two different areas. Yeah, all you have to do is just split the view, and then you have preview. If you have a wide screen, then you have constant preview for both things at the same time. And let me remind you, our goal is to make it the best. Yep, sorry, I have to adjust the view a bit. Okay, you should see me better now. Yeah, let me remind you. So what we want to do, we want to build the Agentic IDE that will be one of the best Agentic IDEs of 2026. And this is a free application. Let me remind you, this is a free application. It's a closed source app. Maybe that will change in the future, I am not sure yet. But what is publicly available is the process, so you can join me. If you like the content, you can subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already, and let's go. So what is currently happening? This is the continuation of the work that we started last time, 4 days ago, as far as I remember. The last live stream that was 4 days ago. Yeah, that happened 4 days ago. And now this is agent finally started to implementing this. This is codex. And let me show you so we can decide which agent would you like to use. And then you can decide what effort and what model. And by the way, there was a change in the Claude configuration. So new model has been released. Yeah, so we have to update the configuration settings, and let's do it on the medium effort, and we will do it on the main branch. Let's start from that, and then we will pick another task from our board. Let me apply that quickly. Because as you can see, this is Opus 5 that is available, and the configuration still says 4.8. So let me copy the ID of the model. Yeah, and let's give it a prompt. Anthropic recently released a new version of the Claude Opus model, so I want you to update our Claude handler, and also I want you to update the description for the Opus model. But does it change anything in the behavior of the application? Well, yes and no. So Okay, it doesn't change anything in the behavior, because even if you choose Opus 4.8, the main thing is that you are choosing an Opus model, and that means that it will be successfully loaded. The newest version will be loaded. And a tip for the future, let me start a test session for you, just to preview it. Okay. Because the application provides wrappers around sessions, you still have a full access to all built-in functions to Claude or Codex. So if you type / and then you type model, then you can switch between different models. It's not that once you choose a model or an effort, you cannot change it. That's not the case. The application focuses more on providing a lifecycle management. That's why you can see a pause button, a stop button, and then of course if you pause, session it will be suspended for you, and then you can leave the application, you can close the application. Once you are back again, then you can click on the resume button, and as you can see, the content was preserved for you, and Shikigami application will store a session ID. In this case, this will be UUID for Claude and for Codex, as I remember as well. This is an UUID, and then you can resume at any point in time. But okay. Let's focus on our board for a second. So that's the state, that's the current state. Our done column is getting bigger and bigger, and the recent thing that was deployed. Okay, there are two things. PHP LSP, another step, another batch of changes landed in the production version of the application. That is 0.32. Yeah, let me take a look. 0.32. Okay. But this is an ongoing effort. It's not fully implemented yet. And the welcome screen bug fix, that is done fully. And yeah, the predefined agents configuration, this is what Codex is working on. And let's take a look at our to-do list. And there is a thing that I wanted to prioritize, and that is allow to update value in rows cells. I wanted to use that last week, and unfortunately I had to move to a different MySQL client application, so I will put it on the top. And let's pick another one. Yeah, vendor completion, that should be manageable as well, to prepare a plan and implement maybe even today. Let's see. And then yeah, important request from one of the viewers and one of the subscribers as well. And also that person is a member of our Discord server. So if you would like to also let me know what you need in Shikigami, if you would like to have an influence on the final shape of the application, consider joining our Discord server. You can find me there. You can DM me and let me know what you need. And opencode request comes from one of the subscribers. Okay, and that means that everything was updated. Yeah, so Opus 5 and the description and the provider's documentation, all these things were updated. Okay. Yeah, what about tests? Okay, so Codex is working. Let me take a look. What is the progress? task 1. Okay, so it means now it's the time to start another sessions in a dedicated work trees. That's our usual flow. That's what we do to avoid conflicts. Then, of course, if you start from a main branch, if you create a worktree from a main branch and you create many of them, 3, 4, 5, and then you start merging things, then don't forget to rebase on the main branch and then merge to the local main branch. That's what we do here as well. And sometimes there might be conflicts during merging. That cannot be avoided, unfortunately, sometimes. But you can always take a look at you can always switch to the editor area and then take a look at files, or you can leave it to your agents. It's up to you. But okay, let me start. Let me start a session for the databases area. What I would like to add is the update of values in cells. That's gonna be a bit complex because then we have to mark what was changed, and I also don't want them to be applied right away. Those should be staged, and then once you click run or apply, then the actual change with MySQL queries should happen and should be managed for you. But okay, let me start the session. Okay. And as well, let me open a database. Well, let me start a container for a database container for the Who is Out of Office project. Yeah, and as you can see, you don't have to switch to Docker Desktop or any other Docker manager because everything is built in Shikigami. Databases area. Okay. Okay, and these are fixtures for the Who is Out of Office project. If you want to run it and test it locally, you can easily do it. Just look for a just file, and then in the just file there is a start command. So if you have just commands support installed on your OS, then all you have to do is just start, and then the Docker magic will happen. The fixtures will be loaded for you, database will be created, everything is just you don't really have to do anything. All you need is Docker and let it run. But okay, so what I would like to add now, as you can see, you cannot click on any of cells to modify something. I would like to add an option to change cells values. So if you double click, then the cell should switch to an edit mode, and then in the edit mode you provide a new value, then you click somewhere else, and then this specific row that I've changed should be marked as a one that has pending changes. Yeah, and then new group of buttons should be added above the refresh and limit, something like apply or discard. That's what we have to add, and yeah, that's the thing. That's the feature. But just to make it more clear to an agent, you can see it, So just to make it more clear, let's add a, okay, maybe a line. Yep, so here I want to have a new group of buttons. Yeah. And then maybe as well, yeah, what would be nice to have is a row number. And the row number should be sticky to the left edge. So if you move left, right, for example, there is the content, there are several columns and you want to move to the right side to see what other values are, then the ID could be sticky. Row number could be sticky to this edge and would move with you. Okay. What else? Okay, I think for now it's all clear. Okay. You can drag and drop into Shikigami, that is fully supported, but this time I've copy-pasted. And now let's give it a prompt. In the editor area, when I am previewing a database table, I want you to add an option to modify a cell value. So the behavior should be like this. If I double click on a cell, I want it to switch into an edit mode, and in that mode I should be able to provide a new value with a keyboard buttons. Once something was changed in a certain row, I want you to add a visual indication that there is a pending change in that row. And also we have to add a new group of buttons. I've marked the position of a new group with a red line and an arrow. And there I want you to add two buttons, apply or discard, and they should be visible all the time, but disabled if there is no pending change. Okay, and there is a one more requirement. I've also marked a position of a row number column that I want you to add as well to the preview, and that column should be sticky and should always be on the left side of the preview window. So if I scroll to the right side, the row number column should still be visible on the left side of the editor preview. Okay, and if something is not clear, I want you to run brainstorming session and we can clarify functionalities. Okay, so that's what we want, and now we can remove this, I guess. Okay, good. Anyway, let's take a look at the new opus. Oh, by the way, there is a typo. And that's not an issue because you can always go to the left sidebar, then you double click on a label and you can rename it, and of course the change will be applied. So if you work on something and the scope of the work will change, you can easily also update the label of the agent. Okay, so we asked the agent that modified Opus description to also take a look at the tests, and it looks like let me take a look. Okay, and that was covered, yeah. Okay, and we have a test for providers as well. Let me verify one more thing. Do we have end-to-end tests for Claude? Okay, and now end-to-tests are in progress. End-to-end. Okay, good. Once all is green and everything is implemented, I want you to commit these changes, and that's it for today. Yeah, and because we worked on the main branch and it's a simple change, there wasn't we didn't create a dedicated branch, no work tree, it doesn't make sense. So let's just ask it to commit that, and that's it. Okay, let's take a look at the question. So how should an edited row be addressed in the update statement? And primary key should be required, I guess. Let me clarify that. Does the option 1 means that a model will contain as well an ID of a row, ID of an object that is represented by a row? Okay, it will run the full gate. Let me stop it. That isn't necessary. Please commit the changes. I ran the full end-to-end tests set before the release. after adding a feature, after fixing a bug, more like a scoped run. It isn't necessary to always run the full set of tests, so let's skip it. Okay, let me clarify one more thing. What do you mean that there is no way to select Opus 1 million? Do we even need that if that's a new native context window for Claude? Okay, and this is a good question. So if this is a nullable column, then yeah, so if you double click left, double click with a left mouse button, then there is then a cell becomes a editable field. If a user clicks a right mouse button, then a new context menu should be rendered, and there should be an option to choose set null. Yeah, and that's how I want to handle it. Okay, let me take a look. There is a second question. Actually, maybe it makes more sense to place it below. No, 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 no. So I want it to be a new bar. Yeah, that is correct. That is correct. But I want you to place it above the filter bar. Okay, let's submit and let me take a look at the other agent. Okay, we are not gonna play that ping pong, so did you commit everything? Everything that we changed so far? If yes, then let's move on. Hello, hello. Yes, we are back. We are back. Hello, chat. How is it going? What are you working on today? Yes, of course. Yeah, I remember you. By the way, since we are talking about viewers and subscribers, I would like to say thank you and welcome to recent subscribers. Thank you for joining the community and thank you for letting me know that the work makes sense. Okay, let me change that because I think there will be a better way. So okay, so no dedicated bar for the apply and discard. Let me take a look how it looks like now. Okay, so we have refresh limit. How about putting limit to the right end and then next to refresh will be apply and discard. Yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot and then yeah, so limit limit and then here, yeah, a small divider right there, and then one button and a second button, apply. And discard. Yeah, let's do it like this. No need to have another row. Sorry, let me drag. Let's do it like in the screenshot. So next to a refresh button, I want you to place a divider, and then after that there will be an apply button, a discard button, and then please move the limit selector to the far end of the current row. Sorry, actually that is bar. And then please ask again questions that I've missed. Okay, the same website you say. You mean the fintech one? Or something else? And you just reminded me. So let's start another session. And that is the opencode agent. Okay, so let me remind you, one of our nicest viewers asked about the opencode agent, if that can be supported. So let's start a session and let's verify that. I want you to run scouts and verify if we can add another provider for a new agent, and that will be the opencode agent. Yeah, let me put it together because that's the name of the agent. And yeah, I'm wondering if we can also provide the same set of features, so a pause, so suspend functionality, stop functionality, and then resume. Okay, so that is in progress. And yeah, one more thing, because I've also noticed that last time, and that is for the PHP LSP. That will be an extension, and that is vendor auto completion, and not end but with a use statement insertion or insert. Okay, and new worktree, yeah, Claude Opus as usual. I want you to read our PHP LSP documentation, and then I want you to verify with subagents if we could provide in the editor area the vendor autocompletion inserts. So if I start typing, okay, let me close that, a class name from a vendor directory, I want it to be auto-completed, and that we have, but what we don't have is the import of a new use statement on top of the PHP file. Okay, so let's verify that. By the way, how is it going in Pakistan? What is the weather there? Lots of raining, you say? But is there a danger of a flood or something like that? Or you are safe? Okay, then I'm happy that it's good and that you are safe. So it means you can code as much as you want. And are there any new clients on the horizon? I'm also wondering how it looks like. Okay, then I'm even more happy. That you won't be left without any new contracts. Okay, so that is opencode agent, that is in progress. Let me take a look. Not confirmed yet. Okay, then I wish you to become a successfully confirmed new client. Thank you. Look, I'm happy about what I'm doing. So why not wishing others to also be happy? And if they want to work more, let them work more. If they are looking for new clients, I wish you to have new clients. Yeah. Why would I say anything else? Anything different? Yeah, that is so true, yeah. Very nice. Thank you for asking. Yeah, thank you for asking. And yeah, let me reply to the previous message. So that is so true. And yeah, too many people, too many. Just try to, push other down, or like be on their way to a greater success. Yeah. And yes, my event was very nice. Thank you for asking. Okay, so we extended a bit the database's cells row update functionality. It will as well contain a context menu. So once you click on a cell with a right mouse button, there will be options like edit, delete, and yeah, and that's it for now. No, sorry, there will be one more. Let me take a look. Where is that? Okay, I don't remember. Anyway. Agriculture. Well, I had an idea once, but that was a long time ago. Maybe already there is a product for that, that with a support from AI, farmers can have a better overview on their fields, on a state of crops. That would be nice, yeah. And but of course that will be complex to do, yeah. Let's be honest. But yeah, so you take a photo of crops, yeah, many photos, or yeah, it depends what is the use case, but anyway, you take photos and then the AI could analyze them and then let you know what is the state. Maybe there is something that plants need more, or there is something that you put too much. I don't know, but it would be nice, yeah? I've seen something similar for in-home plants, not crops, yeah? That based on an image, the application tells you if you pour too much water or maybe it requires more water. Yeah, I don't know. You tell me. Could that be useful? For now, I want you to prepare a specification file, and that's it for now. You see, yeah? Bioplants and mushroom. Yeah. Yeah, well, that could be a useful idea anyway for farmers. But I don't know anyone that could test it, because having a test group is very, very useful at the early stage of a product. And the same for fintech. Do you know someone that runs a fintech? I see, but there is always something that someone already invented or created. So what you can do, you can take a look at that guy's product, and then maybe you will see like a space for improvement, or maybe there is something missing, or his product is more pricey than the one that you could create. Most of the time, like 95%, as far as I see, is just taking somebody else's idea and then improve it or do it cheaper. Well, let's be honest, that's what we do here. Yeah, it's nothing unique. Yeah, you can try, but be prepared for challenges. Yeah, and most likely there will be many situations when you will say that I want to give up. Be prepared for that. And yeah, that's the same with Shikigami. There is a similar software. There is a maybe even one-to-one copy already. Someone maybe saw that and created a copy, or maybe there is an application that provides exactly the same thing, but I don't know that it exists. You never know. And sometimes even it is more about yeah, thank you, but anyway, sometimes it could be more about being in the right place at the right time, more than just about the product or the application. Yeah, is there any startup community around you? Because you mentioned that you are looking for an idea for the upcoming hackathon. Okay, so it means that you have an access to some group of people that is creative, and maybe there are investors as well there. Well, yeah, please let me know. Please let me know. And anyway, I wish you luck. Okay, so we have a specification for the opencode agent support. So let me move that to the doc ready phase. And what about the rest? Ah, I see. Well, you have to try at least. You have to try, do your best, and what the future brings, we don't know. But at some point, it has to be a success. Well, it's like with me. Yeah, I tried many times before, many times. And I don't know, maybe this YouTube channel is a bit of a success, like a very, very small, but anyway, I see that there is a slow progress, and it's good as well. It's good to have you here. And let me read your comment from the Discord server. Yes, you are right. That could happen, yeah. Many traditional roles won't exist in the same way anymore. That's the comment from our viewer and the Discord server member. AI is lowering the barrier to build software, so there will probably be way more engineers but fewer opportunities. Hard to say. Maybe we are now in a period when there is less work for engineers, but in a few months the economy will get better, and then again the demand will grow, and that leads to more and more demand from consumer side. I don't know. But what I can tell for sure is that now the majority, I guess the majority struggle. And if not the majority, then at least a 50-50. That's how I see it on the streets. Okay, you can start from a brainstorming session. And let me take a look at the database's sales rows update. And let me verify the context menu actions. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I don't know, but that's what I see. And these are my feelings. And I hope that we are already in the biggest pain point, or will be in the next few months, because okay, maybe 2 to 3, because that cannot be that won't be like a good sign if this will take longer. And already some people are tired. I heard that some engineers, of course, I don't know what is their level of experience. I don't know what is the area that they specialize in. That I don't know. But I heard that there are people that are looking for a job more than a year. Oh, you have an exam. Okay, then I wish you luck. You should be studying, not watching live streams. Yeah, that was a joke and not a joke at the same time. Don't forget to like the video. And thank you. You are chilling, then okay. Then I'm fine with it. And okay, let me take a look at the right click menu actions. So edit, set null. Okay, and the third one is delete row / undo delete, and that is fine. And the toolbar, refresh, apply, discard, and the limit will go to the far right, and that is correct as well. Okay, that is good. Now I want you to prepare a specification file. Let me know if you like the music. It's a bit hard to find something that is chilly, because most of the music that is available, at least on the site that I am subscribing to, is more like a noisy techno vibes, and I don't like that. I prefer more chilly sound. Okay, let me take a note, and I will try to find it. I cannot promise anything. Please keep that in mind. I'm not sure. Maybe there is something available. Yeah, we can add it to the playlist. Because it's not that you can play whatever you want. First you have to well, first you have to subscribe to a music broadcaster or something like this, and then if there is something that you like, you also have to verify if that can be played during live streams, but I will check that. Yeah, exactly, yeah, copyright. Okay, and we have a specification file for the editable cells in a table preview. Let me take a look at it, last look. And we will move to the implementation plan phase. And for how long are we streaming? Okay, over an hour. Yeah, a few more minutes and... yeah, exactly. I also have other things to do. Let me finish some more things and I will also finish the live stream. Thank you for joining anyway. And have a nice evening, have a nice day. And yeah, spend some time on the exam preparations and good luck. Right, you are right. Yeah, it's evening in my time zone. Sorry, I was focusing on something else. I totally lost that there is a location on the east, on the east of this is Asia. Okay, this is a Center Asia, right? More or less. Close to India. You have a border, by the way, with India. Yeah, right. Yeah, sorry, forgot about it. Yeah, then have a nice night. South Asia. Yeah, true. Yes, South Asia. Then maybe one day we can do the live stream a bit earlier, so for you it will be easier to join. Just let me know on the Discord server. Yeah, we can start, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours earlier next time maybe. Yeah, bye bye. True, I forgot to mention that, yeah. So set null should be only available if a column is nullable. Maybe I didn't mention that. But okay, the agent handled that as well. Okay. Okay, good. Now I want you to prepare an implementation plan. Once the plan is ready, I want you to run code review and architecture review on it. Okay, and let me update the progress on our board. Okay, I already moved it into doc ready. So let's take a look at the vendor completion. Okay, and that's a bit tricky. I cannot really judge that. So what we're gonna do is to run subagents and verify what is the best approach in this case. I'm not sure, so I want you to run subagents and verify what would be the best practice and the best approach to handle auto-completion and the use statement insertion. Okay, and the favorite agents, as far as I can see, that should be pretty soon available. By the way, that is implemented by... It's still in progress, and the implementation is on codex agent GPT 5.6. That's the model that I used to start the session. But okay, I guess that's it for now. That's it for today, and I will work a bit off stream a bit longer. So for now, let me wrap it up. Favorite agents configurations, that should be ready today. I will take a look at it and manually test it later. Then the rows update, that is waiting for the implementation plan. Then the PHP LSP. This is the now it is in a verification phase. What could be the best approach to implement it? And then the opencode agent. We have a spec, and that requires a final confirmation on the spec if it is correct or not. Requires verification, and for that I need to install the opencode agent, and I will do it off stream as well to not get you bored. So okay, thank you for joining. Thank you for the session today. And let me remind you what is the application. So Shikigami is the application that allows you to run multiple agent sessions and manage them. For example, codex or Claude, and now the opencode should be available. The opencode agent should be available soon as well. So then you will have an access to wider range of models that you can run with Shikigami, and there is as well the editor area with some additional features like Docker integration, databases integration, so you don't have to leave the application to manage Docker on your local machine. You don't have to install a dedicated MySQL client and dedicated Redis client, because that is built in the app as well. And we are slowly progressing on making it better. So what is important? Feedback is very important. So if you like it, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Consider joining our Discord server. The link is in the description. And we have We have recently recently joined a very active member on the Discord server, so there is happening there. We have chats and we discuss a few things. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for joining. Last look at the agents. Have a nice day, have a nice evening. Bye bye.